It's easy for me to like post videos on Facebook and Instagram, but it's harder here on YouTube. We're at the hospital right now, Victoria is, and they just actually did a minor procedure on her. If you guys have been following, her little belly has been filling up with air because when Dr. Lattis did the procedure, which happens, he went through an air sac, as I understand, which was intentional. But what happens with that is the air, it's continuing to leak into her belly. So she has stopped eating and she has stopped drinking water, and we're at an emergency situation now. So Dr. Lattis is not in today. It's Dr. Amarillo, and he has been on the phone with her. And so we came earlier, but Dr. Amarillo was in surgery. Like, they're so busy here. So I actually brought her home to try to get her to eat, and it didn't work. So the air is actually, it was pushing on her lungs, pushing on, making it hard for her to breathe. So she couldn't breathe very well, and it was pushing on her organs. So, hi guys. It's pushing on her organs, causing a lot of pain. So what they did was, and we're waiting here, she would normally be in an incubator, but because Victoria is so sensitive, they felt it was best for her to wait in the car while she recovers from the procedure. Dr. Merlo went in and opened up the incision that Dr. Lattis made to go in with the scope when she had her surgery on Tuesday, and they're letting the air out. So there's her belly, and the air is slowly coming out right now. And so I'm just keeping her calm right now. Hi, Bird Lover. Hi, Linda. Hi, Patrick. Hey, Feathered Flock. Luke, Andrea, S. Hines, Lotta, Troublemaker. Uh-oh. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, guys. Hey, Al Wicks. Hi, guys. Hello. And hi, Dee. So that's what we're doing. So we're waiting. They're also going to give her some fluids once she kind of recovers here. But yeah, so they did open her up again, and I just want to keep her calm. But you know, these are some of the things, you know, when you've got parrots, you guys. So they went in over here. This stuff happens, and sometimes when they're not well, you have to do exploratory surgery to figure out what the problem is, why they're not well, and that's exactly what they had to do during that exploratory surgery. It looks like they found from the scope that her ovary is attached to her spleen. Now that can't be fixed because she would bleed to death. But he took a biopsy because he doesn't know for sure. It could be scar tissue from her hysterectomy. So we're just gonna see. But yeah, so she's here. I just knew something was really wrong with Victoria here. Like, I woke up this morning, she was making those clicky sounds. It's not a happy beaky sound. They're the sounds. They might come for her any second, so I'll have to just shut off. But birds will make that satisfying sound when they're comfortable at night. This was not this morning. It was that, and you could hear it in, I think, the first video I uploaded about Victoria. It was just this really just grindy sound. And birds make that sound when they're sick, when they're dying, when they don't feel good, when something's wrong. She was making that sound this morning, so that was a red flag for me. Another red flag was she was just chewing on wood, just chewing on wood. That's not like Victoria. That was like, you know, sometimes when you're in pain, you might do something like just try to calm yourself down, whether it's squeezing on a little squeeze ball, or, you know, she was in a lot of pain, I could tell. And then she wouldn't eat. You know, she loves to eat her blueberries and peas in the morning. And so I knew with that, even though we were here yesterday and the day before, I knew I could not wait. Could not wait. Things happen quick. She sees somebody out there and it scares her. She's scared of strangers. It happens quick with birds. So I got on that phone. I got an email out. I got on that phone. I was just like, you know, something's wrong. And I explained the symptoms. So it's very important that you explain symptoms to your veterinarian and you know what you're explaining when you explain it to them. That way it gives them more of an idea of what's going on. Especially right now when they're so busy. They're dealing with life and death situations in these hospitals. you know, they take one animal, and that means they don't have room for another one. So they got to make sure that they're bringing in the animals that really need to be seen. So I was very clear with what was going on, and they got her in right away. So we're just trying to work it through, you know, with this whole COVID thing. Normally I'd be in there with her, right? So, and she would be in an incubator. But with everything that's going on, you just have to do what's best for everybody. And she could be in an incubator right now. That was our choice. Or she could be in the car with me, and I'm keeping the car nice and warm. So that's what we're doing, because this is more comfortable for her. And everybody knows that. Like, she does not do well if she doesn't have her mom. Oh, baby. So I can hear, like, do you hear that? There's like a crackly sounds from the air that's in there. When there's air in the belly like this from the air sacs, it actually makes like a crackly sound. It sounds like metallic paper when you're doing that with metallic paper. That's how her belly sounds when I press it. And that's how her belly was sounding when she would breathe in and out. It sounded like, you know, that metallic stuff. Just like, you know, and Dr. Lattis told me yesterday when we were here, that's what air sounds like when it's in the belly like this. You know, it's not actually in the belly, but it's like trapped in the skin. So I'm just hoping we can get enough of that air out. And I think we are. I mean, already I'm seeing some progress here, but if you would have saw the picture of what she was this morning, I thought that she was gonna pop. Like, literally her skin was stretched so tight, and she was just perfectly round. Like, she couldn't, like, her thighs, her little legs were just huge. Like, my eyes almost popped out of my head. Like, you know, it's the kind of thing where you're just like, you just almost want to faint, and like, okay, this is too much to deal with today. I just want to like go and hide under my bed type of thing. It was that bad. So obviously I can't do that. But yeah, so I'm glad she's here, and we're just waiting for the air. And they opened up that incision, and I don't think they're going to close the incision. I think the thing is, the incision's small enough to where it's just gonna have to close on its own, so the air can slowly leak out, and I'll just have to closely watch her. But we're still just waiting to see what happens, because I think we really don't know the complete of what's gonna happen today till she goes back into the hospital. They said she'll be the air will be coming out for an hour, and then she'll go back in, and then they're gonna do some more things to her. So that's what's going on, you guys. And then hopefully we'll get her biopsies report back on Monday, and then we can figure out what we're gonna do to help Miss Victoria Cockatoo feel more comfortable and happy and healthy. And that's all we can do. Take it day by day. And I need to be as positive as I can around her, because she really feeds off of me, you guys. Like, the queen knows when mommy's upset or scared. And so I have to be really careful with how I act around her. And I can't be selfish and cry around her, as hard as it is. Trust me, because I've cried. But she knows this is a 48-year-old cockatoo. She's smart. And the other thing, you know, about this whole thing that's really hard, this is where it makes it really hard. What makes these wild parrots so different than dogs and cats is, the reason why I'm wearing a mask, they can come at any time. I don't want to have to waste their time and take time putting it on, because that takes up their time. They're really busy in there. Another thing, what makes these birds so different, a dog and a cat, you could cuddle them, kiss them, wrap them up in a blanket, tell them everything's going to be okay. A parrot like this, a wild parrot, she's not a wild parrot, but you know what I mean, a wild animal that was not bred to be a pet, that these weren't designed to be pets. I can't cuddle her. Like, right now I'm doing this, but she's in shock because she just had a procedure. Normally if I was to hold her, she starts panting and she gets all sexually excited. And even this morning when she was in pain, I was trying to hold her, trying to tell her it's okay, and she started getting all, you know, panting and getting all, you know, hormonal. And I just kind of started tearing up, because that's so upsetting. You know, it's just proof that these guys don't belong in captivity. And now I'm not saying, you know, go and turn your birds loose, kids. No. We have to be responsible. We have to take care of the ones that are here. Don't let them go because they won't survive. But what I'm saying is, that's an eye-opener right there when you can't comfort your baby, you know, when they're in pain like this, because it makes them sicker. And that's really, that's right there, that's an eye-opener. And it's upsetting, you guys. It's really hard. And her whole issue is hormonal issues, even though she's had a hysterectomy. We're continuing to fight this battle. She still has an ovary, which can't be removed. It would kill her because it's right next to a major artery. And people don't realize that these birds would bleed out in seconds. So that stays. So the battle continues, and these hysterectomies are done. They're done for the last resort. The bird's gonna die type of thing. The uterus is really just a mess. You know, there's no other hope, and that's what was done to buy time and save Victoria's life. So this battle continues to save her life. And I find it usually happens during, you guys hear it, you hear me saying it every year. Oh, here comes Christmas time. Oh boy, oh joy, during this time of year. And I know I'm not the only one dealing with all this stuff, right? But this is the story, the message I want to get out to you. You know, having parrots in your life, it's really hard. And, you know, a lot of people feel that, you know, when their birds die that they failed them. But you guys, these are wild animals. Not even the experts, you know, can stay on top of all this stuff, right? A lot of people have no training. You're not going to learn how to care for a bird. I mean, really what they need by watching YouTube videos. You know, this is a wild animal. So, and that is what's going on. And I absolutely love her to pieces. Love her to pieces, like she's my kid. And we're gonna keep fighting this battle the best we can, as long as it's quality of life. When the quality of life stops, I'm gonna have to really, you know. So, but right now we just don't know what these biopsies are gonna tell us. So I don't even want to put any energy into thinking about it. I just want to focus on this moment right now and focus on her. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's exactly, there's Cheryl, hang in there. We're sending you love and prayers. Thank you. Yep, my girls are hormonal and fighting right now. Oh boy, isn't that wild? Yeah, it happens, you know, and you know, a lot of people don't talk about this thing, and a lot of channels don't talk about this thing. They focus on, you know, cute stuff, but this is, I try to bring you real life here. I want to see what that comment says. Interesting. I have only had my umbrella cockatoo 6 months. He is very hormonal the last couple of weeks. So I am glad it is normal for this time of year. Yes, Ozzy the cockatoo, it is. And this is where you really need to focus on your parrot's diet. It's really serious. I mean, look, we're at the hospital right now. I know I say this on my lives to you guys a lot in the bird room, but we're at the hospital right now. Like, she just had a procedure and she's recovering in this car. You know, diet is important, not too much fat. You gotta weigh them, make sure they're not gaining too much weight or getting too skinny. Sleep is huge. Sleep is huge. And, you know, keep your hands on their head. Don't confuse them down there, and hide those boxes. Hide anything round that makes them think about eggs. Stuff like that. It's just, these aren't like dogs or cats where you can just kind of let them go in cruise control and be fine. Feed them, water them, take them for a walk, throw a ball. This you constantly have to be thinking about. Constantly. This is not a Tesla. This is not a Tesla. There's nothing automatic on. You gotta always be alert here. So she's like a Ferrari. No, but you know what I mean. You always have to be thinking. It's kind of like even with a tiger, you know, like you got a tiger. You can't turn your back. You gotta. Hopefully nobody has tigers, but you know what I mean. They're not gonna. I mean, Victoria's not gonna rip me apart, but I might put my guard down and start, you know, hugging her, putting, you know, touching her on her back, just maybe putting my hand on her back like that if I was to do that. She'd be like, you know, boom, that triggers it right there. I don't want to do that. That causes a lot of confusion and can end us up at the hospital, which we're at the hospital right now. Isn't that great? So that's what's going on, you guys. I was gonna I uploaded a video on Facebook that we had just got here, and I was just kind of like, I put it on my community page that we're on here, but I just felt like I couldn't reach enough people. I feel bad because I know a lot of people have been following Victoria's Cockatoo's journey. What's wrong, baby? You okay? You guys, I gotta go. I gotta go. Something's not right. I gotta go. I love you. Bye. You okay? That scared me. What's going on? You okay? I thought you were like fainting for a second. You okay? Alright, we're gonna go. We love you. Thank you for watching. And I think I'm gonna call the vet right now. Bye guys. Take care. Bye.